Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others, or by a fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.
All right, in this video, I'm going to share with you some of the realities of being a vlogger or being a YouTuber or being this guy who's online. That is me, my work. And the reason why I want to share it with you is because there is many people have this misconception that, hey, YouTuber is fun and all that, and oh, what a easy life, man. And so I'm not going to focus on, oh, it's difficult and it's work, but I'll give you some other realities, because I've spoken about this in my previous videos, how hard you have to work, 24/7, and obsession and equipment and all that. So I'll speak to you about some other things which you have not thought about. Okay, if you're new to my channel, by the way, my name is Loy Machedo. I help people get well-paying jobs in the Middle East, especially UAE, Dubai. And people also take my services for jobs in Canada, Australia, Europe, and parts of USA. People also book my services for personal and professional coaching. Details are put down below. Okay. So now, what prompted me? First is what prompted me to make this video. I've told you, there are these WhatsApp groups that I have. And there are some people who have been in touch with me for, 10 years plus in different groups. And they have followed me throughout those years. So some are relatively old-time members. So one of them one day just told me, hey man, Loy, your previous videos when you just came to Thailand, you were taking, you're going to different restaurants or shopping, or you're taking your wife. I used to enjoy those kind of different videos. You're going to the market, the fruit and vegetable market, or the meat market, or you'd show frogs and snakes and this and that. Why don't you do something like that? Okay. Or why don't you take a video when you eat food, for example? If you notice, some of my videos are when I eat food. And he didn't mean it in a bad way. Immediately, I told him, and I spoke generally to the group. My group members know this, of that particular group. I told him, do you know that whenever I take a video of eating in a restaurant, like you can check, actually check on YouTube, there are some videos where I eat in a restaurant. I told him, do you know that when we eat in a restaurant, you can see our faces are very happy and smiley and the food is, he said, yeah. Saying, do you actually know, I told him, do you actually know that we are not actually enjoying our food? So he said, what do you mean? I said, yeah, my wife is smiling, my wife is drinking the soup, and I'm eating the soup. The reality of the matter is, that shot where you see my wife slurping the soup and enjoying it. Is it nice? Yeah. Well, guess what? This is a crazy part. And this is like the behind the scenes. Before my wife does that, I have to have that GoPro ready. I have to keep it ready. And I actually have to tell my wife, when are you going to drink a little soup? She tells me after 5 minutes. I said, okay. I keep everything ready, the camera. Okay, I'm holding it. And then I tell her, so are you ready now? She says, yes. Put it on. And then like lights, camera, action. And it's not that she's faking it, but it has to be planned out. So then after the shot gets on, camera's on, and she takes, I say, how is it? It's nice. Yeah, good. Okay, one more. Okay. And then I stop the camera. And then she asks me, so did you get the shot? Did you get? So sometimes I might check if I got the shot. If I didn't get the shot, then I need my wife to do it all over again. So just imagine, like, it's not us sitting down, relaxing, and just having the soup. It is, we are actually taking the camera, and being conscious about every movement that we have. And even when my wife takes a video of me, I tell her the camera is off. I tell her, okay, I'm going to have this soup. Just can you take the camera? She says, okay. Then I have to ask her, is the sunlight coming in this way, or is that light, tube light coming? Sometimes we have people sitting behind us who are not comfortable. And then I tell her, I think these people will not like it. So then I have to change the seat and she has to come this side. I have to go that side. And then if you have a baby and the baby is making a mess, like, okay, keep the baby aside. And and guess what? Sometimes you might even have music playing at the background, which is copyright. And then when you play that and you hear, maybe it's a perfect shot, but then when you play back and you hear the video at the background, like, oh, sheesh, man, it's too loud. If I mute the song at the background, then you'll not get to hear the noise or the slurping or the conversation that we're having. Then it becomes just a video where you'll hear some music and it's silent. It loses its impact. Okay, so that is one. I can assure you this. Take your iPhone or your Samsung or whatever phone. When you order from Starbucks, you order your cake, you order your croissant, you order your coffee. Try taking a perfect shot. Take a perfect shot. See what is the best way, see the best angle. I can assure you this, you will not be able to take within the first one. You will take 10, 20 of them, hold this way, hold this way, hold this way. And by the time you finish, maybe your coffee has gotten cold. Maybe that snack that you ordered, the side dish, it was steaming hot, now it is cold. You don't enjoy it. That is why so many times when I go out with my wife says, are you taking the camera? Why she asks is because she knows it's going to be work. Lucky for me, my wife is very accommodating. She knows this is work, it feeds us, so she never complains. But I know for a fact that she's not actually enjoying. That is why sometimes I tell her, we're not going to take the camera. We'll just go like this, just forget it. You just don't want to think about it. Now, that is one thing which you do not know. The second one, this one is also something that I've not shared with you. This word influencer. It is so used, overused, and abused to the extent if you go and tell someone I'm a social media influencer, you say social, just social, immediately they'll be like, as if you got leprosy, as if you have a disease, you have a STD. And you say social media influencer, the guy will not even look at your face. He will not look at your direction. He will want you out. Because there are so many people who have abused this term. And why? They have asked for free food. They've asked for free stay. They've said, oh, I have 100,000 people who follow me. I want free food. I want free stay. I want free ticket. I want free... Young girls, young boys, men and women, they have abused it to the extent where if you go to a restaurant or you go to an outlet and you tell them, I'm a social media influencer, they will look at you as a freeloader. And then if you tell them, no, I don't want anything for free, I just want my camera, still they will not like it because there are a lot of people who value their privacy. There have been cases where I'm taking a video, I'm focusing the camera on me, and suddenly I get this like guy or this couple or, excuse me, they literally come right up to, excuse me, I need to see your video. And if I'm there, I need you to delete that. They're very explicit about it. Some people really don't like it. Some people are like this. They'll be like, and lucky for me, I've not had such an incident. But I've had people who straight away came up to me and said, excuse me, if I need to see that video, if I'm there, you have to delete it. They're very particular about this. There have been instances where people have had fights. And you might know this. This is a law in some countries that if you post or upload a video, even in Thailand, you upload a video without the person's consent, and it can be a legal issue. You can even have a massive fine or jail term, or the person can ask you compensation. So it's not a joke over there. This is the second thing. And the last and final thing that I want to tell you is, in as much as we show, hey, fun and this and that, initially when you do it. Or if you do it as a hobby, it's fun. Let's say you're working as a management consultant or a chef, or you're working in sales, like a corporate job, and you do this once a while. It is fun. Hey, cheese, a smile, a this, a that. But then if you're doing it full time, it's not at all fun. Some of these girls who work for Emirates or any of the airlines, and they show you that they are in a swimming pool which is limitless. They show you their ass shots. They show you that they are sexy, and the guys show that they're having a great time. These photographs have to be planned. They have to be edited. They have to be it's not one photograph. They have to take 20, 30. There's a lot of effort planning that goes. It might look like, oh, I just woke up. Even that, some females have, I just woke up, oh, good morning, guys, I'm without makeup. Do you know they take 50 or 100 photographs? They wash their face and they make sure that they're prepared. Sometimes I even have known some influencers where they take almost 1 hour to 2 hours lying on the bed just to show I just woke up. It's never like, I'll tell you one thing, just wake up. If you're a female or a female who just wakes up, just look at her face and take a photograph. She'll look nothing like what they show on Instagram or any of the social media. So the point is, it is not fun. It may be fun for you to watch, but for the person who's creating it, if it is a livelihood, it's a very serious amount of work, thought, process. Like even now when I'm making a video, my wife is there, my kid is there. You can't hear any noise. Even the dog is not making noise. In fact, I literally had to plan before making this video. You'll be surprised to know it took, I think, nearly an hour for us to prepare, us as a family. I had to clean up my room so as to make sure the shot is clean. Others, you get things that are left here. I had to make sure that the baby is kept happy so she doesn't make a noise. So she had to eat food. I had to make sure my wife took any money. If there's anybody who comes, there are people, delivery people who keep coming. I told her, keep the money with you in advance. I had to make sure the dog was given a few snacks so he wouldn't bark and all that. I had to literally plan all this out. And even me, before I come on camera, I had to make sure I had a coffee so I'm feeling clear. I'm thinking clear. I have my water that is kept here. I have my script, which is behind. You can't see it. It's on the iMac. I had to be, pump myself. I had to walk a little bit and breathe in, breathe out so that I can think clearly. There are so many things that go on, man, behind the scenes. It's not like just put on the camera and just start blabbering. This is a business. What we are doing is actually a business. And in my case, I like to keep it as close to reality as possible, minus the distractions. Like for example, even walking outside, I'm telling you this, even walking, it's bloody exhausting, man. The distractions of people walking, sometimes you get, there are people who take their smart device and this Bluetooth speaker and they blare it, and it doesn't affect me much. But what does really take me out of the focus is if this music gets picked up by YouTube, the whole video is demonetized and I might get a strike because I'm using someone else's music or intellectual property, and that video is like ineligible for anything. Then all my effort goes to vain. And then sometimes you get people driving like mad, and even worse, most irritating is people who do not know this is work. They'll hello, they will do this. It takes you out of context, man. Imagine I'm talking about some very serious incident about someone's death. This actually happened. I was talking about one of my friends that, and you get these two boys on their scooter bike, and they went this way, and then they came this way, and again this way, and they were doing all this. So, I mean, if I scream at them, maybe they'll get their whole gang and start harassing me. I just had to go home. So, I'm not trying to make this a rant or this thing, but all I'm trying to tell you is suggestions, ideas, concepts, all that is fine. But the reality of work, of what anyone does, only the person who's doing it knows it. In fact, I'll just conclude by telling you this. Many of my clients used to think, man, YouTube, just put a video in. When I make them post videos for their Instagram or for their 1 minute videos, lately one client made him do around 100 videos for his various social media because he's looking at a senior level position. The plan was 100 videos. He stopped at 20. He said, 1 minute, just imagine 1 minute videos. He's a very senior guy. He's like, Loy, man, I can't do this, man. I really can't. It's too much. I have too many things on my plate. I want it to come perfect. I'm not very comfortable with all my nuances because he's a very senior level. He's saying people will make fun of me. This might work against me. And I'll tell you later on, after when we were talking, he said, Loy, there's something I just want to share with you. I said, go ahead. Saying, I used to always think like, yeah, this bloody YouTube and all that. I used to never have much respect for it. For me to speak 1 minute, I struggled. You speak bloody 30 minutes and 3 videos, sometimes 2 videos or 5 videos a day. How the fuck do you do it, man? So, like they say, you really want to know how tough someone else's life is. Walk in his shoes and then you'll come to know. So, I'm not trying to make myself feel larger than life, but I'm telling you the reality, of being a vlogger, blogger, social media influencer. End of the day, it comes down to you have certain metrics for evaluating whether you're doing well or not. Some people, it is more views, some it is more subscribers, some it is more numbers, some it is using this as a marketing material towards your brand. So, not as easy as you think it is, man. Not as easy. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you. Good, bad, ugly. Feel free to comment down below and let me know your thoughts. Feel free. I sincerely, I'm telling you, sincerely, I appreciate your comments and whatever you have to share. Whether you agree or disagree with me, it doesn't matter. As long as it's done in the right way. All right? So, having said that, this is me signing off. You guys take care.